Hello, my lovely Geminis. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your weekly reading for the week of the 1st going to the 7th of January. So the very first week of the year. So let's dive in. Let's see what's going on for you guys, okay? For my lovely Geminis, please spirit. I get my hair off of myself. Let's see. This deck will tell us where you will be on your journey in life, okay? So let's see. For my lovely Geminis, thank you. We have the Fates. This is a card about feeling protected, feeling guided, feeling loved, and feeling like things are being sorted out for you in the ethers is this card. So you could be feeling a sense of confidence, or at least even if you don't know what the hell is going on around you this week, you're just feeling like you can trust within the universe, within your God or whatever it is that you look up to. This is a card of feeling that warmth around you, feeling the presence of the world around you, to know that you are, fated situations will happen to lead you where it is that you're supposed to go. So I like that energy. I feel like you're in a comfortable position, even if it's just within your faith. All right, let's see. For Geminis, please spirit for this week. I'm hearing one more. Let's see. You got flow, which makes a lot of sense. We have the Fates and flow. Within this week, you are being asked to go with the flow, and I think that's why you feel protected. Some of you are accepting that there's not much that you can do about a situation, so you are kind of giving it to God, giving it to the universe, and kind of surrendering to that flow. We have a lovely full moon here. What that represents is the fact that you are releasing, you're surrendering something so that you can be guided somewhere else. Okay, so this week is a lot to do with that. All right, let's dive straight into your tarot. We are doing things differently always. Like, I always change things up, which I love to do. So let's see. Let's see. For my lovely Geminis this week, please, Spirit. All right, let's see. Okay, let's go. Your situation, your current state. This week, you will be feeling very happy. I love that. The Sun card is the most positive card in the deck. It's the best one. So it does feel like you will be feeling that energy within this week, within yourself. This is Leo energy. So you guys could be feeling in the spotlight, could be desiring really good things. You might feel more energy within this week, okay? You could just be standing out and realizing that, witnessing that. This is a card of happiness, joy, growth, positivity, optimism. All right, and actually also what's interesting is in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, in the traditional tarot, it's a child, which represents innocence, and on a white horse, which that actually represents being guided, like trusting in the universe to guide you somewhere. So again, very similar energy. You guys are just learning how to be happy and to surrender at the same time, which is actually very interesting. But let's see, what's your challenge here? The Fool. Your challenge here could be about being a little bit too naive. So again, pay attention to that. It's really good to give your energy and your burdens to the universe so that they can fix it, they can figure it out. Trust within them to give you clarity, absolutely, but also make sure you are making your own decisions as well, and being very understanding of where you need to step in and where the universe steps in, okay? Like a bit of a balance. Now, a challenge for you may also be about taking a new journey. This could be a challenge for you guys coming up here. The Fool, chases the sun in this case, or, trust within the universe. Usually the sun's behind him, and it's almost like, knowing that you can see clearly, knowing that you are heading towards growth for the energies I'm picking up here. But the challenge is the fact that you're maybe not taking that first step, maybe not taking that leap of faith, maybe not, going along that journey just yet within this week, or there's something challenging that Fool card energy, okay? When it comes down to what to focus on for you guys, Gemini, is that big burden on your back here, guys. This could be anything from pressures of the world to things that have really been troubling you. The Ten of Wands is saying that there is an energy of exhaustion that we need to address. We need to focus on lifting that weight off of your shoulders here, all right? Again, that Sun card, like that sun seems to be behind you here and really trying to guide you. So again, you are being guided by truth, by positivity, by the universe, but we need to address that thing that you've been holding onto, holding within you. For some of you, Gemini, it's something that you are not accepting to let go of, and maybe it's a current path that you're on. So it's interesting. It's an interesting set of cards so far. So this kind of makes sense about that whole surrendering energy that we were speaking about. There are some things that you're holding on to. Baggage could be experiences. Either way, these are things that deplete your energy. These are things that bring about exhaustion. Even if it is just overworking yourself, we need to figure out how to balance this energy and give it to the universe so that it no longer weighs you down. All right, so a card is surrendering. Coming to the end of a very difficult journey is what you are focusing on and should be focusing on this week. To do with your recent past, my lovely Geminis, we have the Queen of Wands. Could have been a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. Could be some significant, could be a significant energy for you in your recent past here. All right, we have the Tower underneath, so some of you could have separated from somebody in the past. This also, if it's not to do with the person, I feel like recently you've actually gained some confidence somehow, whether you've changed how you look or changed. I feel like maybe being a bit more creative, or maybe there's been a vacation. I don't know why she reminds me of that. But it does feel like you guys in your recent past have been trying to step into your power here, which is quite interesting. That makes sense with that Sun card being in your present energy as well. Okay? But it came through some Tower moment to get there, of course, with that Tower card, whether it's some sort of enlightenment, a reminder of your worth. Some of you could have been a falling out with somebody that reminded you of your worth and gave you some ambition. Whatever it is here, it has some significance in your recent past. To do with your strengths for you guys this week is the Three of Swords. That's interesting. You've been through hardships and pains, and that, of course, makes us very vulnerable. It makes us feel weak at times when we've been through challenges, and we may still be affected by it. But the universe is saying here for you guys this week, a big part of your strength is the fact that you have been through hardships. The fact that you have had your heart broken, which means that you understand pain. You know, I feel like what this is kind of representing here is that don't see this as a weakness. Whatever the heart space is worried about or has been hurt by, at least you know that you're a very different person, okay? And you can, put that energy. I know I'm gonna get like some hate comments with this. I'm not saying that you deserved anything. I'm not saying that at all, but sometimes when we're out of control in a situation, a way of making us feel a bit better, and that's all that it is, just something that makes us feel a bit better, is the fact that you can teach other people about what it is you've learned through hardships. And that might be a strength of yours. It's the fact that you've been through crap, and that's what made you strong. And again, I know some people don't like that. And yeah, you shouldn't have gone through that. No one's saying that that was supposed to happen to you, or saying that that was good to happen to you. It's not. Three of Swords is heartbreak, is pain. And a lot of it is, the heart is pure. When we love from the heart, it's pure and it's trusting and it's, compassionate, and it, wants love at the end of the day. And you've had people who have hurt you. You've had words that have happened, have been said to you that hurt you. You've had people come in and just take advantage of you, whatever it is. But your strength is you've grown from this. Your strength is that you've understood pain on a deep level. And sometimes we have to hit rock bottom to really blast ourselves up to the top. So that's something that they're saying here. Okay, and again, as I've said, there is some sort of hardship that you went through that gave you ambition, confidence. When I reached, I was actually severely depressed until I broke up with my first ever boyfriend, and my only boyfriend before this one I'm with. But he was a horrible man, and I loved him so much, or I wanted to, I saw his soul for what it should have been, but he didn't even see that within himself either. So what I'm trying to say here is that when I found out he was just a crazy narcissistic man, and it was like everything was a lie, I went through a lot of pain. But I also, at the same time, because I hit that level of low, I was like, I am never letting someone ever do that to me ever again. I learned a very big major lesson from it. And to this day, even though that's a crappy position to be in, and sure, there's a lot of things I wish I did differently, I wouldn't change it, because I wouldn't be on this channel speaking to you if that didn't happen to me. So let's both be grateful that he did that, because again, something switched within me when I broke up with him and found out everything, that I was like, I've been living my life wrong this whole time. I've been putting other people first. I've not been living up to my potential. Like, I don't know, something switched within me. I was like, I'm never, ever, ever settling in my life. I'm going to do big things with it. Like, I've had enough. I had reached enough. And magically, after all those years, like 19, 20 years of depression. Breaking up with him was like the thing that changed my whole life. Like, it's crazy. Like, I was no longer depressed, I'll be honest with you. Of course, it's not going to be for everyone, but it's just a nice little story to get you guys to understand that sometimes your biggest pains can also be your biggest blessings at the end of the day. And it can bring something within you, a change within you that may not happen if those things didn't happen. So again, you did not deserve it. None of us deserve the bad things that happened to us. But when we move from it, when we look at it differently, we can really understand what it's actually here to do, is to empower you, or to teach us something sometimes. All right, especially if it's just helping other people at the end of the day who've been through similar things. All right, let's see. When it comes down to your near future here, you're the Lovers. So for some of you, Gemini, this is your card anyway, so this tells me you'll be in alignment with yourself. But for others of you, this is about really good connections, really major decisions coming up for you in the near future that really is going to dictate your life, by the way. For growth, or for, because usually there's two trees and it's like one is on fire, so we don't want to go towards something. Maybe a bridge has burnt between you and someone. Things cannot go back to how they were, so we can change them or we can move forward. And also, you might be coming up with a decision on whether you want to continue your life being single or in a relationship is coming up for you guys with the Lovers card in the near future, okay? But anyway, if it's in a relationship, there is some love here. So, all right. When it comes down to your emotions this week, you're the Knight of Wands. Feeling passionate, feeling powerful, feeling optimistic is coming through. Feeling like you want to kind of indulge in something, like new information, new experiences. So you guys could be traveling here, or again, like feeling more optimistic about your emotions. So even though you have this in your strengths, it's in your strengths. And in your emotions, you also have this beautiful, optimistic, creative energy. You're putting your emotions into action here, and in good action, which is great. That's what we're speaking about, right? When it comes down to your environment this week, you have the Temperance, Sagittarius energy coming in very strongly in both of these areas of your life. This is about balancing things. If your environment has been out of balance, or there's been a lack of harmony in it, this tells me within this week you are focusing on bringing harmony into a situation, coming to a compromise, trying to work things out and understand whether or not something should be in your life or not. Okay, it's a bit of like a life review, really looking at things, taking a pit stop, taking a time out, being patient and going, actually, I need to change this first before I move on my journey here as well. So you could come up with some new things, figure out some new things this week that might need your attention. When it comes down to your hopes and dreams this week, you're wanting big major changes, guys. So big major changes will happen. It's also probably something that you're fearing though too, because change can be scary. Change and transformation can be daunting, and we're always wondering and worried about, but what if it's not actually as good as I thought it would be? But it will be. All right. This Death card is inevitable. Big change is supposed to happen. Endings are supposed to happen. Energy is continuously going to be flowing in our life. So if things come in, things come out. Death card is saying that something is inevitably coming out of your life. If it's a mindset, if it is a thing, a person, whatever. If it's an environment, whatever. The Death card says that this is something that is actually something you're hopeful about. It's actually transformation, and maybe something that you're trusting in the flow and trusting in the fates to bring for you. You're kind of letting the universe deal with that. All right, you're just accepting it. All right, when it comes down to the outcome for you guys this week, we have the Queen of Cups. All right, it could be a significant water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who could be, letting you in on their emotions here. But this is also to do with you really reflecting, you being very highly sensitive, intuitive around this time, okay? So there could be some emotions coming up for you guys, but this tells me that you are reflecting on them, you are indulging in them, and you are understanding of your own emotions here and other people's. All right, let's dive into some extra messages for you guys, Gemini. You have a woman. This could be you, could be someone you're dealing with this week, okay? Friend, family, whoever. You do have Stork, news of a birth or new business opportunity. A period of ill health or depression. There is something I want to say, because very similar to what I was mentioning about depression before. If you are experiencing depression, again, I can't give you any medical advice. I'm not a therapist, not a counselor. I can't tell you anything to do with, like your biology or anything like that. This is only for entertainment purposes only, and through my life experiences that every time I felt depressed, something needed to change. I was in the wrong environment, I was around the wrong people, and I had the wrong beliefs, within. But sometimes it's physical. If you can't change within your feelings about being depressed and the things that put you down, you have to change something. When I start to feel a little bit depressed again, it's because of my job. I didn't feel like that was my purpose anymore, so I had to change that. And now I'm here. And again, I've not felt depressed since. At least not in those areas of my life. Like I've not had depression, all right, ever since. But anyway, we have Cup. You should accept valid criticism and hard work ahead. All right, there's always room for improvement, and I think that's something that you might need to hear in some areas of your life, okay? But anyway, my angels, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. I want to send you my love. I think they do little emojis on here. Yeah, cool, right? But anyway, make sure you give the video a really big thumbs up if you want, okay? It helps the channel out. And if you'd like to subscribe, then make sure that you do. But aside from all of that, I hope to see you guys next time. Alrighty?